to the Mike Sipple report, and here we go. Another day. By the way, you can buy these shirts if you want. Let me know in the comments. By the way, so Mr. Donald Trump, actually, you got to understand, he is. I can't even think of the words to describe what is going on here. So, Premier Doug Ford basically said he had a lot of real estate on his ass, and he said Mr. Donald Trump could kiss it. This was a couple days ago because of the tariff war, and it's just exploded now between Canada and the United States. So it's like getting out of hand now because Donald Trump is renaming Lake Ontario to Lake America. Just asininity at its worst. I can't make this stuff up. This is all over. He signed it. People got to get the Sharpie out of this guy's hand so he doesn't ruin any more names on this earth, like the Gulf of Mexico. He renamed that. The one thing we need a bipartisan effort is to get the Sharpie out of his hand so he can't sign any more legislation. And guess what's next on the list? Because he made a statement today. He said, we have a Gulf. We now have a lake. The ocean is next. And he can't decide on the Atlantic or the Pacific, which one he's going to rename. I guess he's going to stay up all night on his Truth Social and make little funny posts and then come up with his answer tomorrow. Now think of the reasoning behind this. It's something very deep. He knows Canada is the boss. They are not backing down, and the only way he's going to get his little payback is by naming Lake Ontario. You know, when push comes to shove, like when you're in kindergarten and two little kids are fighting over candy or something. This is how Mr. Donald Trump is acting. He didn't get his own way, so now he's going to throw a little hissy fit and give a poke back at Canada. And the other thing that's funny is a couple days ago, I don't know who it was, his administration, some people that are on his crew working for him, whatever, they said, you know what, since Donald Trump's name is taken off the Kennedy Center, we might just have the whole building destroyed and build something else so we could put his name on it. That's another, basically he didn't get his own way hissy fit. Now you got to really think, because it's just incredible. So you have your diehard Trump supporters that are all standing behind this rah, rah, rah. But what matters the most in this country? Him renaming a couple things, or actually taking care of everything that is going so wrong, like the war with Iran, the high gas prices, the high fuel prices, basically screwing the farmers over because you just totally are now getting meat from a foreign country that's unknown origin. Could be some of that, no one knows what's in the meat. You know, it could be ground, whatever, because we did know that wild Mustangs were being sold for $25 to a second party, and then that second party overseas resold them. So then we have the high cost of insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, all this stuff that is going on. And this guy is just worried about renaming some landmarks because he wants to show that he has power. He's a narcissist. He can do whatever he wants. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And you know what's good is there is a map company that said, no way, no how, we're not doing this. Go scratch. This is a bunch of BS. Map companies, like there's several of them. Map companies are refusing to adopt Donald Trump's name change from Lake Ontario to Lake America. MapQuest says we are not changing, and they're keeping Lake Ontario as it is. And MapQuest is the first map company to come out and say this. They're not following Trump's orders. And even some Republicans came out and said, it's just not right. This is so wrong on every level. I mean, if you think about it, this is some really crazy stuff. You really got to, you imagine if Joe Biden did this a couple of years ago. Trump and the Republicans would have been relentless, not letting this get out of the limelight. I mean, I'm an American, and I still can't fathom what is going on here. How people still stand behind this guy when he's doing nothing at all to better our lives. Only his life and his family and other billionaires. I said it so many times before. We paid the tariffs. The companies got reimbursed. We didn't get jack squat back. and prices are still high, and we're still paying for everything, but that's how it is right now. All I know is he's going to try to rig these elections coming up. He already had a little win with the mail-in ballots and this and that, with the post office and the Supreme Court bending over for him, but bowing down, whatever. So we gotta stay strong, be ready for November, vote the right way, and get all them out. Regain the power of the Senate, everything, the House, the Senate, everything. Just regain the power of everything, and impeach him, take him out of office, and maybe he'll be thrown in jail. In all likelihood, that will never happen because we know he doesn't play a fair game. So he's going to probably maybe some kind of national emergency. Something's going to happen, but we are 2 months away from the November midterm election. Okay, and on other news, let's end it with a little bit of I don't even know if this is comedy. So he renamed the Lake Ontario, renamed the Gulf of Mexico, wants to rename an ocean. Now, rumor has it, everyone knows, the San Andreas Fault. He now wants to get his hands on that and rename it with his Sharpie. And I heard of what they want to call it. He wants to call it Joe Biden's fault. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. By the way, if you like this channel, please subscribe, give it a like, subscribe, and also a hype, the new feature on YouTube. And see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and taking your time to stop by.